For billions of years, the Earth has undergone natural shifts in climate and biodiversity, recorded in the layers of rock beneath our feet. Geologists divide this history into epochs, and we are currently officially in the Holocene, which began after the last ice age, about 11,700 years ago. However, a growing consensus among scientists suggests that we have entered a new phase, the Anthropocene. This term, derived from the Greek word anthropos, human, implies that human activity has become the dominant influence on climate and the environment. We have not just inhabited the planet, we have fundamentally brought about changes that will leave a permanent mark on the geological record. The primary driver of this shift is the burning of fossil fuels. Since the Industrial Revolution, humanity has relied on coal, oil, and gas to power civilization. This dependence has given off vast amounts of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, creating a greenhouse effect that traps heat. Consequently, global temperatures are rising at an alarming rate. This warming is causing polar ice caps to melt, which in turn makes sea levels rise and threatens to wipe out coastal cities. Furthermore, extreme weather events, such as hurricanes and droughts, are becoming more frequent, forcing communities to cope with devastating losses. Another defining characteristic of the Anthropocene is the rapid loss of biodiversity. As human populations expand, we inevitably encroach on wild habitats to build cities and farmland. This destruction forces countless species to migrate or face extinction. Biologists warn that we are currently witnessing a mass extinction event, where species are dying out faster than at any time since the dinosaurs disappeared. When a key species is removed from an ecosystem, the delicate balance can fall apart, leading to unforeseen consequences for humans as well. For instance, the decline of bees threatens global agriculture, as many crops depend on them for pollination. Pollution is another legacy we are leaving behind. Plastic, a material that does not naturally break down, has been found in the deepest parts of the ocean and even in the ice of Antarctica. Millions of tons of plastic waste end up in the sea every year, where it is ingested by marine life. These microplastics eventually move up the food chain and find their way onto our dinner plates. We have yet to figure out a viable method to clean up this planetary mess. Critics of the Anthropocene concept argue that it is arrogant to name a geological epoch after ourselves. They point out that human history is a blink of an eye compared to the age of the Earth. However, proponents argue that the physical evidence is undeniable. Future geologists, millions of years from now, will likely dig up layers of rock containing radioactive isotopes from nuclear tests, plastic particles, and concrete, marking a distinct boundary in Earth's history. To turn around this destructive trajectory, humanity must give up its unsustainable habits. This requires a global effort to switch over to renewable energy sources like wind and solar power. Governments need to draw up strict regulations to limit emissions and protect endangered habitats. Moreover, we must do away with the throwaway culture that prioritizes convenience over durability. If we fail to take on this responsibility, the Anthropocene might be the final chapter in human history.